Did you know over 77 million books are thrown away every year in the UK? That's 77 million books that are just not sold to consumers. And so we're going to figure out a reason how to get some of those books into my home. And the lovely A Box of Stories has created a subscription service for that exact reason. So every month or every other month you get to pick. You can select from multiple genres. So I picked fantasy and sci-fi, but you can pick general fiction, crime and thriller, or surprise me. You can also connect your Goodreads account so it knows which books you already own, so you're not going to get loads of duplicates. And it sends you this I think it's between 2 and 4 books every however many months that you pick, and they're all books that are looking for a good home, because otherwise they're going to go for landfill, and we don't want that to happen. All books are welcome in my home. So let's quickly unbox this before it gets dark outside, because oh my god, I've been working from home all day and I've been so excited to open up this box. So let's look into it. So first up we have this cute little bookmark, which is definitely going on my shelf. Then we have, first up, Obsidian by Sarah J. Daly. And this is like a really cute fantasy book. This is one of those, well, it's Blade on the front cover. It's a book that I would pick up in the bookstore, so I'm excited to see the rest of the books in this box now. I've seen this one. I'm not sure what it's about. We're not going to read through everything because, oh, it's going to take so long. I'll do that after I've shown all 4 of them. So yeah, I picked the sci-fi and fantasy books, and looking quickly, I think it's half and half, so I'm quite excited. But the next book is Composite Creatures by Caroline Hardacre, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up because the lighting's really bad today, so it might not, but it's such a gorgeous book cover. I'm really excited to pick this up. We then have Silver Queendom by Dan Cobalt, and again, just a stunning cover. I'm really excited to pick this up. Again, this is the kind of fantasy that I would definitely pick up if it was a bookstore. I just haven't seen this book before, so it's just really exciting to find like underrated reads that maybe aren't on the bestseller list, and they may deserve to be. Like, this may be like my favourite book ever, but I would never have known unless the service put it in my hands, if you know what I mean. And then last but not least we have Cold Storage by David Coop, and you can immediately see from the front cover this is like a hazard book. Something's gonna like leak or run out somewhere and something's wrong. And it's from the screenwriter of Jurassic Park, so that makes it, I feel like this is going to be a good sci-fi book. And it's not too big either, which means I'm going to read it quite fast. But yeah, let's quickly go through the blurbs for each of them just to see first thoughts, I guess. Let's do Silver Queendom first, because this cover is stunning. So it's a heist novel, so fantasy heist, love it. So our main characters are all part of an inn. There's an innkeeper, barmaid, bouncer, an old witch, and the Red Rooster crew is bad at their job because they're the best team of con artists in Old Queendom. They're going to be after the precious substance called the Dream Wine, which is never duplicated, never stolen, but there's first time for everything. So yeah, classic fantasy heist story. I'm really excited to read it. Honestly, I'm just in awe at how beautiful this front cover is. Whoever designed it should be praised. But yeah, pretty cute. Let's look at Composite Creatures, because it looks kind of like a horror. This must be a sci-fi book if it's half and half, but it looks like a horror from the front. I definitely wouldn't have picked this up in the store, which makes it even more exciting to read. Okay, I think it is sci-fi. It's about a society where self-preservation is as much an art as a science, and our main characters are learning how to be a domestic couple, but they don't know each other, so it's clearly like a forced marriage of some sort, and survival is quite hard, so they're being given a little bundle of fun. All they have to do is live long, happy lives, is keep it or her safe and close. So they're gonna have to look after something as a couple to survive, and that feels like, to be fair, it feels like the start of a horror story. So I get the front cover now, but I think it's erring on the side of like dystopian fiction, sci-fi vibes. But yeah, I'm quite excited to read it. It's also by Angry Robot Books, and I've read multiple books by them that are like sci-fi or fantasy, I think, and they've always been good as well. So I'm quite excited. The publisher kind of puts me in good faith as well. Let's see what that's like. And then we have Obsidian, again, book cover, gorgeous. It's reflecting off my face, which makes me look really red, but let's see what this one's about. Okay, so Shade Knox is the only witch in a land of wizards, a fiend, a rogue, a wanted criminal. So immediately our main character is very different. I don't know. So yeah, she's trying to save her people and raise a veil of protection. The bad guys are the Brotherhood Church and want to kind of not make that happen because it will uncover their lies. And yeah, it's kind of a classic, it's bad to have magic fantasy, I guess, but it's kind of intriguing. And again, like, the cover is just stunning. Like, I don't know if the camera is catching all the detail on this blade either, but it's just a beautifully designed cover. And then last but not least, the radioactive one is called Cold Storage. It has Hazmat suit on the front, immediately sci-fi-esque. And yes, when Pentagon Bioterror operative, so Bioterror, something's gone wrong, there's a creature, biochemical or something, in a sub-basement that's been festering for decades, and only Diaz knows how to stop it. And 2 unwitting security guards, one an ex-con and the other a single mother. So we get the gang back together. These people don't know each other, but they're going to have to work together, and will that be enough to save all of humanity? So world-ending stakes are in play, and it just sounds like a great little sci-fi book as well. So yeah, those are the 4 books I got on my first ever Box of Stories subscription. I've signed up for it monthly, so I'll probably do another video like this next month with the underrated reads I find from it then. And I'm happy to add all 4 of these to my TBR for this month and hope that I actually read that many books, and I'll let you know how I get on. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one.